It seems like a relatively small scene that's growing. You know, I'm fairly familiar with the bands that played yesterday. Stoked on meeting Johnny Cupcakes again.
We want to teleport home, skip the drive, and go home and start making stuff because we're just like
so inspired.
It's got a real authenticity to it, a lot of character in this city. We're just all here to have a good time in it.
You were calling some of your friends that you grew up here with and telling them about all the stuff and and they just couldn't really believe how much has changed.
artists and designers that are, some of them are from here and working here. I was always thinking I'd have to move immediately.
When you don't have a preconceived notion about a place and you come and spend some time here and you get that surprise, maybe something a little unexpected, that's great.
It's a little bit different than most design conferences. A lot of the time you spend like a couple $100s to go, wanting to be a designer more because it kind of shows like the fun side of it.
Everybody's just here doing their own thing and supporting other people.
We're all trying to rebuild something that was sort of lost as far as progress in the Midwest.
Rebuilding what was once lost.
Rebuilding what was once lost.
Rebuild what was once lost.
Here we are, we're back at the edge of time.
You kind of saw it last year how it just started from nothing. It just feels like it's growing and kind of in an unconstricted way, which is neat.
I come here because I live in a really small town, so I think it's important to support them.
I've seen so many different people that I've never seen before, and I've lived here all my life, so it's cool to see people come out.
We kind of just needed some inspiration. We all hopped in a van and drove for 12 hours.
Cleveland or dust?
I think it's going to change a lot of people's opinions about Cleveland. There's a lot of hidden gems here, a lot of great artists, designers, thinkers, and the fact that this many people can come together, it's a good melding pot of creatives.
It's cockroaches and Johnny Cupcakes.
It feels like it's got a lot of heart and a lot of spirit.
There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of heart.
Midwestern heart.
Midwestern heart.
With this beat, I like this one. Midwestern heart.
It started with 4 of us. Me, Manger, Warren, Bus. Labels wasn't lining up. Nobody was signing us. Fuck them. Not a problem. Got a lot of grinding us.
I think that there's a lot of younger people, younger professionals moving in, trying to improve. A lot of the times just having such a great attitude about your work and about design is so refreshing.
It's a small group that's coming through the cracks like a rose through concrete.
Well, when you're growing grapes for wine, the worse the soil, the better the wine, right? So Cleveland's like soil for the music of the Midwest.
You can definitely tell that there's pride in the city.
I could tell it was something that was still really young and fresh and still kind of had that excitement.
Create some noise.
Create some noise.
Create some noise.
Open your ears to music and conversation. Let them take you away. So you don't have to grow up.
I wanted to come because I know a lot of these people here are going to have great advice on how to start a small business.
It shows that they're able to put on things like this and have so many people show up.
There's a certain hunger here that you get from people who are aspiring more that I think is really beneficial.
It seems like to me a mix of Indy and Detroit because it's the only thing in the Midwest that really happens like this and it's getting bigger and bigger.
Remember guys, blue to the left.
Everyone has a story.
Everyone has a story.
Everyone has a story.
I like that it was independent. Everyone here is so positive. It's warmed my cold New York heart.
I think it inspires people. It's nice to see that there's a community of artists. Sometimes you feel like you're the only one.
What the WMC Fest and everything is about is kind of like creating a new identity for ourselves. And the one thing we also have is good old Midwestern work ethic.
Make something out of nothing.
Making something out of nothing.
Making something out of nothing.